2025 has been an incredible year for cinema. From breathtaking visuals and powerful storytelling to unforgettable performances, filmmakers around the world have delivered some truly remarkable movies. In today's video, we're counting down the top 10 best films of 2025. Before we begin, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing movie insights. Number 1. Train Dreams. It is a quietly powerful film that finds beauty in the simplicity of an ordinary life. The story follows a railroad worker whose life unfolds against the vast wilderness of early 20th century America. Instead of relying on spectacle, the film shines through its poetic visuals, slow pacing, and deeply human emotions. What makes Train Dreams brilliant is how it turns small moments, silence, nature, and personal loss into something deeply meaningful. The performance by Joel Edgerton is subtle yet deeply moving, capturing the quiet strength of a man living through time and change. In the end, Train Dreams feels less like a typical movie and more like a reflection on life itself. Gentle, melancholic, and unforgettable. Number 2. F1. It delivers a thrilling and immersive look into the high-speed world of professional racing. The film captures the intensity, danger, and relentless pursuit of perfection that defines the sport of Formula One. What makes the film stand out is its breathtaking realism. The racing sequences feel incredibly authentic, placing the audience right inside the cockpit. At the center is a compelling performance by Brad Pitt, who portrays a veteran driver returning to the grid, bringing both grit and emotional depth to the story. With spectacular cinematography, roaring engines, and a story about redemption and ambition, F1 succeeds in capturing the adrenaline and drama that make Formula One one of the most exciting sports in the world. Number 3. Hamnet. It is a deeply moving and poetic film that explores love, grief, and the fragile nature of life. Inspired by the novel by Maggie O'Farrell, the story centers on the tragic loss of the young son of William Shakespeare and the emotional impact it has on his family. What makes Hamnet remarkable is its quiet storytelling and haunting atmosphere. The film focuses less on historical spectacle and more on the intimate pain of loss, especially through the perspective of the mother, Agnes. Beautiful cinematography and restrained performances allow the emotions to unfold naturally, making the story feel deeply personal. In the end, Hamnet becomes a tender meditation on grief and memory, showing how loss can shape art, love, and the stories that endure through time. Number 4. Frankenstein. It is a haunting and deeply emotional reimagining of the classic story, originally written by Mary Shelley, directed by Guillermo del Toro. The film transforms the familiar tale into a dark, poetic exploration of creation, loneliness, and humanity. What makes the film remarkable is del Toro's signature Gothic style. Every frame feels like a living painting, rich with shadows, haunting sets, and eerie beauty. The monster is not portrayed merely as a creature of horror, but as a tragic figure, searching for acceptance in a world that fears him. Blending philosophical depth with stunning visuals, Frankenstein becomes more than a horror story. It is a powerful reflection on what it truly means to be human. Number 5. Sinners. It is a film that thrives on atmosphere, moral tension, and the complexity of human nature. Rather than presenting a simple story of good versus evil, the movie explores the gray spaces in between, where guilt, temptation, and redemption constantly collide. The narrative unfolds with a deliberate pace, allowing the characters and their choices to carry the emotional weight of the story. The film examines how past actions shape identity and how redemption is rarely simple or clean. Its characters feel flawed and painfully human, which makes their struggles resonate long after the film ends. The cinematography and mood further enhance this introspective tone, creating a world that feels heavy with consequence. Number 6. One Battle After Another. It is a film that blends large-scale action with deeply personal storytelling. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, it stands out for its chaotic energy and sharp political satire. Characters drift through underground movements, extremist groups, and government conspiracies, while the narrative constantly shifts between dark comedy and tense thriller. By the time the story reaches its explosive chase and shootout finale, the film feels less like a typical action movie and more like a sprawling portrait of how ideology, family, and history collide. Anderson stages intense desert chases, gunfights, and covert operations, but beneath the spectacle, the story is really about a fractured father-daughter relationship and the lingering consequences of political extremism. Number 7. Ne Zha 2. It expands the mythological world of Ne Zha into a much larger and more ambitious spectacle. The film follows Ne Zha and the dragon prince Ao Bing as their spirits struggle to survive after the catastrophic events of the first film, forcing the two rivals to work together despite their opposite personalities. This unusual partnership creates both emotional depth and humor while exploring themes of identity, destiny, and friendship. What truly stands out is the scale of the animation. Massive dragon battles, fiery elemental clashes, and intricately designed fantasy realms make the film visually overwhelming in the best way. The action sequences feel grand and cinematic, often resembling live-action fantasy epics rather than a traditional animated film. If you enjoyed this video, you can visit the channel for more content like this, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe.